Our next presenters are from Paris. They are Hervé Guillon from the Paris Convention and Visitors Bureau, and he's accompanied by Marie Yael, c'est bien, from the Paris Region Tourist Board. They will speak to us about how the Paris region can be a worldwide destination for all. Alors, Madame et Messieurs, à vous.
Okay, so 12 minutes is very fast to talk about Paris region, but okay. First of all, who are we? The Paris Convention and Visitors Bureau mission are to welcome and provide visitors with information, to promote the capital's attraction, and to provide assistance to Paris tourism professionals. As part of its policy to make tourism accessible to everyone, the Bureau carries out 3 initiatives: developing tourism in Paris adapted for everyone, highlighting Parisian tourism adapted for everyone, and making it easier for disabled visitors to come to Paris. Sorry.
So now the Paris-Île-de-France Regional Tourist Board. So for us, it's more similar. We have to promote the regional destination in French and foreign markets. So accessibility is integrated in the regional strategy. The strategy goes until 2016. And the Paris Region Tourist Board has been dealing with accessibility since 2002. Yeah. For my part, I'm working at the Engineering and Quality Department. So we are the department so we are beside tourism professionals to promote and develop their projects. And we are 2 full-time working on accessibility for the region.
A few words about national legal background. The law of the 11th of February 2005 is for the equal rights and opportunities, participation and citizenship of disabled people. This new law specifies that accessibility is for all disabled people and for all places receiving the public. Accessibility relates to the buildings and their facilities. What's new in the perception with this law? The disability comes from the environment and not from the person. Although since 2013, French state encourages universal design. Where find information online? One of the most important things and the most difficult is to easily find accessibility information about any destination because often no information or not enough. So for Paris, the Paris Convention and Visitors Bureau website gives all the keys to make the trip easy. How to get to the destination by plane, by train, by car. How to move within the destination with by public or private transport. Find accommodation and restaurants, and visit and enjoy with, for example, museums, monuments, bars, cabaret, theaters, tours on the Seine, etc. And a practical fact file. The places answers two levels of accessibility, places with the tourism and handicap label, and places without the label but accessible. And just 2 figures, more 180,000 page views and 130,000 unique visitors since June 2013. Detailed description of accessibility of the most referenced sites is available on andistrict.com, and there is a link between parisinfo.com and andistrict.com.
So just 2 words about ondistrict.com. So it is a regional tool which references accessible and accessible places and services. Any touristic place can volunteer to declare its accessibility on this website. So the professional details informations about accessibility or the non-accessibility of a hotel, restaurant, bathroom, etc., etc. There are dedicated criteria for all the value chain for restaurant, for tourism board, for museum, theater, etc. And we established the criteria with user associations representing motor, mental, hearing, and visual impairments. And this year we have also criteria for family with children, with young children, and senior people, so all people. There are a lot of features for this website. You have the geolocated information, open data, there is an iPhone app, there is a read speaker. And for our region, so for Paris and all the region, our team visits the places and certify accessibility by putting our logo on the different, so on the website. So it's aimed to allow and to highlight positive and negative points about accessibility. I know we are not perfect in Paris, but our work is to highlight the different level. And we hope that disabled users can have the information to decide or not to come in our destination. So now we are about 260 places in Paris region, and we hope to have more and more and more, especially about accommodation.
Tourists can find information with publication. This publication in English or in French, please get it next to the exit. Tourists can find all the information like on the website. This one, Green Walks in Paris, with 2 itineraries adapted to people in wheelchairs and in French or in English. And it's made with Hachette Tourisme Company, a French company. Okay, now you are in Paris region. So here are examples of good practices to enjoy culture and in and around Paris. An example for mentally disabled visitor, Victor Hugo House, La Maison de Victor Hugo, with a special tour document based on the method easy to understand, easy to read. An example for hearing disabled visitor or visitor with reduced mobility, Château de Versailles, Versailles Palace. There is video guides in French, sign language, plus French subtitles for the visit. And there are audio guides compatible with induction loop system and hearing aids. For visitor in a wheelchair, a smooth path has been laid out on the large paved square. We can see this on the first photography. Also in the gardens, itineraries are proposed for people with reduced mobility, and there are few levels of difficulty, easy, medium, and difficult. And an example for visual disabled visitor, le musée de Rodin, Rodin Museum. Many museums offer tactile tours for blind visitors. And for example, blind visitors can touch the Rodin statues in the museum. More than 700,000 euros have already been invested to increase the accessibility of the museum. And the new devices will be installed by the official opening in June 2015.
So in Paris region, both of Hervé and So we organize also workshop with tourism stakeholders. We both work with professionals to promote and develop the destination. So for the Paris Convention and Visitors Bureau, they have organized 3 workshops since 2012 for accommodation, and there are more than 155 hotels They were sensitized to different impairments, legislative context, and good practices in the accessibility for wheelchair users and for visitors with sensorial disabilities. About the Paris-Île-de-France Regional Tourist Board, we also organize a workshop dedicated to one job. So, for instance, last year we organized a 3-hour sessions for the city tourism boards, and so it was also an adapted working group which focused on the legislative context of the law, good practices, and we gave them an accessibility kit with a hearing loop, magnifying glasses, stick chair, etc. And this year we will work with the French Holiday Cottage Association. So for the destination, we also make dedicated, sorry for my English backing. The accessibility department makes individual support for tourism stakeholders like museums, touristic attraction, day tripper, tourism boards, hotel, etc. Each support is different and based on the need of the professionals. And most of the time, tourism stakeholders need help for technical questions about accessibility of built property. They need help for the communication, to set up adapted document, like in easy to read, easy to understand, for instance, like in Victor Hugo museums, to find new partners, etc. So you have several examples of the Cité de la Céramique in Sèvres, in west of Paris, Auvers-sur-Oise, which is a small city where died the painter Vincent van Gogh in north of Paris, the Napoleon Emperor, so he lived in Fontainebleau and Malmaison, etc., etc. So we try to help the professional to set up different projects. And each year, the Paris region encourages different meaning thematics of the destination. Last year, it was about Impressionism and the tourism history, so the 2 World Wars, like we speak with Visit Flanders, and about Napoleon Emperor. And next year, it will be about French gastronomy, a classic. So for the accessible thematics, our team integrate accessible offer in the global offer for the destinations. So for instance, about Impressionism, we set up a city rumble in Paris Orsay Museum, 3 fluvial rides in the Seine and in the different river of the region, and 3 specific offers in Auvers-sur-Oise about Vincent van Gogh. And for the Napoleon Emperor, we work with the Malmaison Tourism Board. Malmaison Castle is the castle of Napoleon and his wife Josephine, if you in west of Paris. So now trainings. We both make trainings for tourism professional of the destinations. About the Paris-Île-de-France Regional Tourist Board, last year we have 3 trainings, so welcoming people with special needs, making its company accessible, and promoting an accessible offer. So the trainings are on 2 days, and different jobs are mixed. So you have taxi driver, you have hotel, restaurants, museum, etc. So it's a very, I don't know how to say in English, but comment tu dis? Bon, ok. No matter.
C'est en français?
C'est très créatif, le fait de mélanger les métiers.
Yeah,
So it's very
and
creative to
yeah.
mix the job, you know, and because tourism professionals are not used to meet museum, are not meet the hostel, etc. So, and we have also a free session which is organized twice a year to raise awareness among tourism professionals. Then we have a toolbox. So the toolbox is pro.visitparisregion.com, and there are a lot of pedagogical tools for the professionals. You have, for instance, the cahier pratique. So you have the image here, and this is this one, if you want. So we write 5 cahiers pratiques, so it's about core topics. For instance, how adapted a document for mentally disabled people, how accessibility is an opportunity for our destinations, how to create an adapted paper chase, etc. You can also find practical fact sheets. It's about areas of accessibility, the room, the sanitary, the parking, etc. We also have an accessibility agenda to promote the events of the destination. You can find information about trainings, and last but not least, monthly we send to the professional an intelligent newsletter thanks to the Toolnet Vibes about accessibility context. And last but not least, just a few words for the European region. So Paris-Île-de-France manage with the Veneto region the task for accessibility of Nextour, and we have a lot of members here. Nextour is a network of European regions for a sustainable and competitive tourism. So we are a lot of European destinations, visit Flanders, Catalonia, Emilia-Romagna, Paris-Île-de-France, etc. And we aim to develop strong and meaning European offers, so we try to. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have time for 1 or 2 quick questions for the Paris delegation. Oui, yes. Je vais traduire, c'est bon. Peut-être juste attendre le micro, madame.
Merci. Je voulais savoir si on avait déjà des statistiques sur les personnes qui ont participé au programme des impressionnistes l'année dernière. Ça a été comptabilisé.
So the question is if there are statistics as to how many participated to the ateliers, the workshops that Marie was speaking of.
Ok. Alors je vais répondre en anglais, je vais essayer. En français peut-être.
En français pour madame. Et
Ok.
En anglais, ça va? Oui, go ahead.
On n'a pas de statistiques claires sur le sujet, c'est bien regrettable, mais c'est un peu le grand problème de la destination, c'est qu'on n'a pas de chiffres tangibles aujourd'hui actualisés sur ce sujet. Et si vous voulez, par rapport à l'impressionnisme, au tourisme d'histoire, etc., le CRT, donc le Comité régional du tourisme, nous on impulse en fait des produits qui après vont être pris par les tours opérateurs et les agences de voyage. Et c'est vrai que pour le moment, on n'a pas eu de retour de la part des opérateurs sur ces sujets.
Short answer is no real hard data regarding the numbers who participated.
Sorry, my French is...
The French tend to be more exuberant in their responses. That's why we love them. Autre question, other question? Maybe I have one. If we look at, Paris being one of the most visited places on earth, clearly, for good reason, if I look at the destination in terms of three aspects, mobility or transportation, accommodation, and then your historic sites, which of those 3 would you say you've made the most accessible? And then which of the 3 do you think has more work to do? Do you follow me? Non, mais en termes de, si on parle d'hébergement, le transport en commun et les sites historiques, où avez-vous, selon vous, fait le plus et où est-ce que vous êtes plus challengé?
I think it's for monuments and museum.
Yeah, accessible to...
Yeah.
And the most challenging?
Restaurants, transport, metro.
Métro.
But restaurants, yeah.
Yes, madame. One more.
The urban transportation. For urban transportation, do you have accessible taxis? Are they plentiful, like in London?
Yeah. There is a French company, G7 Horizon, with 120 vehicles. It's the most important. And after, there are lots of small private companies, but there is this big one.
C'est pas 20,
Maximum.
c'est pas 20% du parc.
No, I don't think.
100, you say?
120.
No, there's a lot more cabs than.
Yeah.
I think it's small, but growing. C'est ça? C'est en croissance?
Yeah.
Le nombre?
Because there were, I think, 20 maybe in 2004, and 10 years after, more 120. So in 10 years.
Thank you very much. Merci.